All right, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? True Baller TV officially here. Let's go. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gents, I am your host of True Baller TV. My name is RJ. You can call me RJ, you can call me Roger, but I'm the official host, RJ Johnson, for True Baller TV. A new way of YouTubing. So what we're going to do here is we're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about sports, of course, because you see the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan, and that's the first episode today. We're going to talk about him. Secondly, we also talk about fashion. We talk about food, restaurants, whatever you feel like that's going to be a true baller to you. Give shout outs to everybody that helped and support me with True Baller TV. Not only that, True Baller TV has we have what's merchandise, which is True Baller. Just go to True Baller. We got socks, we got shirts, we got everything merchandise wise here. So you can come to, I'll give you the link to the website. Show your support. Get some gear. It's on sale right now. Yeah, so also at the end of the show, make sure you stay tuned at the end of the show. We do what is called a product review. And it's just basically a product review of all the things that I use that I'm comfortable with, and I share with you so that you can feel free to, purchase it, and I'll send those links. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe today to your show, and tell everybody about True Baller TV. Support this this program, because it's going to be the next best thing. So let's get into the show. Today I want to just give a shout out to LL Cool J, because he came up with the term GOAT, greatest of all time. Now, the GOAT term used to be a bad term. It used to mean that, when people do something bad, especially like on a team or something like that, or they missed a shot, it was called a GOAT. You're the GOAT. You're the joke. You're the bad. But now, since LL Cool J came out with it, with one of his albums, which I think he is the greatest of all time in rap history, it became something of the acronym GOAT, greatest of all time. So GOAT now is that, and that's why we're going to start the day with the greatest of all time in sports. There's no opinion. Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. If you've been watching the documentary The Last Dance, now I've called myself an avid Michael Jordan fan, but here watching these last few episodes, and I'm thinking we're on episode 8 now, it's really not changed my mind about my MJ, but it just made me say, you know what, this guy is a phenomenal win at all costs type of dude. There's no other comparison. Stop comparing him to LeBron, Kobe, even though I think Kobe was on that par with him in some aspects. Everybody else, no, he's the greatest of all time. So when I look at these episodes, I say, and I go, about the Bulls, and I say, yeah, man, all the inside stuff that we haven't seen hidden from us from view as sports people, from the trials and tribulations of Scottie Pippen, from the management and everything like that, and to play to that level with all that going on, it's phenomenal. I mean, I'm not saying that every team has to have that perfect concept through a season. I don't know how you win a championship through all that. And that just solidifies him as the greatest of all time. And I know that there's other sports channels like, say, Shannon Sharp. He says LeBron, but there's no comparison. If you look at the eye test will tell you that not only Michael Jordan was the best on the basketball court, he did things that you just don't even see in today's game. He would average 40, maybe 45, maybe even 50 in today's game. So I do I do believe that he will be, still the best of all time, even in today's game. Especially in today's game where there's no hand checking, there's no fouls. There's no tough fouls. There's no like when he played the Bad Boys and all that stuff. And speaking of the Pistons, let me tell you, there's a rumor that Michael Jordan only beat the Pistons, or the Bulls beat the Pistons because, you know, Isaiah and them were old. But if you look at the stats that I'll show you later, or in a few, they were only 2 years apart. Because, you know, Michael came in at 84. Isaiah came in at, what, 81? How is that old? Stop putting a damper on his accomplishments. The Lakers, when Magic played, when they beat the Lakers for the championship in 91, Magic was 30, 31. How is that old? Stop with that. Just give him his due and just be done with it. Michael never played with another All-Star until 1990. That's incredible. You mean to tell me the Lakers had multiple All-Stars, Detroit had multiple All-Stars, every other team had almost at least 2 other All-Stars in the 80s. Michael never played with no other All-Star in none of the 80s since he came out. That's phenomenal. Just think about that for a minute. You mean to tell me he won MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, you know, all this other accolades that he did within those years, and he never played with another All-Star? Wow. Went to the playoffs without another All-Star. Who does that? How do you expect to beat the Celtics, the great Celtics teams, the great Lakers teams, Detroit, whoever other teams they in the playoffs those years, and only have him as the All-Star player? There was never another All-Star. What do you have, Dave Corzine? What do you have, Brad Sellers? I mean, come on. You don't even know these players anymore. So when the narrative is that, oh, well, Michael, like Shannon says, well, Michael, if he's so good, how come he couldn't get past? Of course he couldn't get past one man against Larry Bird and Parrish, McHale, multiple All-Stars. Come on, man. You think one man's supposed to be a team? Come on, let's be realistic. So when Scottie Pippen comes into the scene, Scottie came in 87, and he still wasn't an All-Star in 87, 88, 89, until 90. And then when 90 came, they still lost because Scottie had a migraine in Game 7 in the Detroit Conference Finals. So until 91, till Scottie started to develop his mental aspect to keep, you know, of the game and it was tougher, that's when Michael excelled. That's when the Bulls became the Bulls. That's when they became arguably the greatest dynasty. Now, you know, I know a lot of people say, well, Boston Celtics of the 60s and 50s and 60s, 8 in a row, 11 in a row, whatever have you. But those guys couldn't play in today's game. Those guys was mechanical. Their skills was limited. They'd have getting run off the floor against the Bulls. So, yeah, that's my take. You know, I think that Michael Jordan is, without a doubt, the greatest of all time. Now, I love it when Michael showed emotion. When he spoke about, you know, winning. Spoke about his dad, you know. Very emotional time, you know. I haven't lost anyone closer to me like that yet. But you can like, man, you know, he went through a lot, and this story, I mean, it's almost made for TV. It's almost theatrical. It's so theatrical. It's so made for just made for the moment, and I feel that, you know, there's no comparison. So, but getting to Scottie Pippen or, you know, other players. And then Mike took the heat from, you know, not, you know, speaking up for Scottie or saying Scottie was selfish about not, you know, being hurt and not getting, you know, help and getting, you know, his ankle, I think it was his foot or something like that, fixed so they can make another run for the championship. He's talking on a team level. Scottie signed a contract. Michael was getting unpaid for 7 years. He was getting paid $1 or $2 million per year from his basketball contract. He's talking about underpaid, but he never made a fuss about it. He always did what he needed to do. He never took off any game, so there's no excuse. Scottie signed the contract, he honored the contract. Yeah, the Bulls management was whack. They should have tore that contract up because he was arguably the second greatest player, especially in the '94 season. I thought he was the MVP, and they gave it to David Robinson that year. But and then took the Bulls almost to the finals of the Eastern Conference Finals that year. The bad call, Hugh Hollins. I don't know, Google Hugh Hollins, but bad call that he did. So, yeah, our management, I'm going to take care of him because he's valuable. So I don't know what Jerry Reinsdorf or Jerry Krause was doing. I think they were greedy. I think they were selfish. They made all that money on the Bulls and play your players. But, so in essence, I think that, this documentary really, really came just in time because due to the, what's going on in the world today, the pandemics, people are shut in the house. We really needed this. Sports fans really needed this. And not even sports fans, I think the casual person really needed to see something to take their mind off of what's going on in the world. I think that this was a great time to do it. They pushed it up. It was supposed to be, I think it was supposed to be in May, but they pushed it up, and I'm glad that they did. It really shows that, at a time of need, we really need something that to take our minds off of it. There's no sports, like I said. There's no football is in September. There's no baseball. If you like hockey, I'm not a hockey fan. There's none of that stuff. So I think this is a great time for us to see this documentary, and what have you. But yeah, so if you have any comments or anything like that, feel free to comment me, talk about it. We're also going to do interviews outside once the everything opens back up. We're going to do interviews with people that who are actually true ballers out in the community. You don't have to have a lot of money to be a true baller. You can be a true baller in education. You can be a true baller in anything that you do for the kids or anything like that. And we're going to interview you. We want to put your spotlight on you. So if you guys want to donate any amount, if you want to, I'll show you the link where you can just, Cash App if you want. I mean, support us so we can continue to bring you great quality stuff, give you great quality news, and look out because we're going to be going to a town near you. Speaking of towns, I want to give a shout out to all my New York crew up in the Bronx, Long Island, Staten Island, Queens, Brooklyn, all, everywhere in New York City. I want to give out a shout out to everybody. North Carolina, ATL, especially in DC, Southeast, 3rd Street, 4th Street crew. I want to give a shout out to everybody in Gaithersburg, Maryland, Rockville, and whole Montgomery County. If I left you out, it's not that I didn't mean to, but that's what it is. So I appreciate you guys. Don't forget, in a second we're going to do the product of review, so stay tuned for that. Peace. Okay, are y'all ready for product review? All right, the first product of review is called Manscaped. There you go. Can you see that? Manscaped. Now, Manscaped is a men's personal grooming package. So they send this to me, and I'm going to open the box, and I'm going to show you what all that comes with it. Also, shout out to my girl SHIRA. Make sure you put her code in, SHIRA20, to get a discount on this box. And also, make sure you click on her YouTube channel. Very beautiful woman. She's very funny, very talented. Yeah, click on SHIRA, and I'll give you all that information in the details down below. Oh, so let's go into it. So, Manscaped, like I said, personal grooming tool. So let's see what's in this box here. All right, first of all, we got the men boxers. So these are very good boxers. It says our underwear is specifically engineered to prevent sweating and chafing. So yeah, this is very good. So that's good. Let's see. We got the we got the bag here to put all your grooming tools in here. not only from Manscaped, but you can also put all your other personal, your deodorants and all that stuff, your toothbrushes and all that stuff in this bag. And it says Manscaped on the front. Very nice, very rugged, very manly. Let's go here. We got the toner. So when after you finish, shaving or manscaping yourself, use the toner. That's very good. Tones everything up. Also, out of the shower, we got the deodorant. Now, we put deodorant on the underarms when we want to smell good, cologne and everything. But what about down there? Because we sweat down there as well, so you want to make sure you smell good down there. So this is the deodorant. See that? Deodorant, yeah. Also, see what's in this bag here? Oh, main part. This is the baby right here. This is the Manscaped 3.0 shaver. Yes. Let me turn this on for you. Oh man, look at the humming sound in this thing. Sounds really good. Also comes with the light. Can you see the light there? Nice. So you can also shave your arms, and and it's very gentle to all the areas down there. Shave your arms, shaving your underarms and everything like that. It's very good. Doesn't snag, doesn't pull. One of the best tools for a man to groom, self-groom themselves. Awesome tool. Also, it comes with different pieces here. You also have, what is this here? This is the charger, wall charger. So it doesn't come with batteries, it comes with a charger. So you don't need to buy any batteries for your 3.0. And it comes with, comes with different tools here, head pieces here. Like if you really need for those who really need more than just the, just the basic part here. And that's it. So yeah, so make sure you get on Manscaped. I'm gonna send you the website to their site. And also make sure you put in the discount code SHIRA20 at the end when doing the checkout. Again, that's SHIRA20. Check my girl out. She's very talented. All right. See y'all next time.